I've gotten over $100,000 in assignment fees year to date using just this one service provider. All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dana, and today I'm going to be telling you about Leadzolo and how I use it for PPL, and how I've gotten over $100,000 in assignment fees year to date using just this one service provider. So I've got a few other videos if you check on my channel that show for Ispeedtolead and propertyleads, which I think they're both still really good companies, especially for like a starter package with propertyleads. You can get some free leads. Check out the links in the description if you want to see those. But this is the one where I've gotten the most of my deals from. The bulk of my assignment fees for the year have come from Leadzolo, a mix of houses and vacant land. And I'm just going to kind of walk you through the platform. So if you're new to it and you want to see what does it look like, because if you go to their website, it doesn't really show you everything. It just kind of gives you like some high level stuff, and then you have to apply to get onto the platform, which again, if you want to apply for that, use my link down in the description. It'll help the channel out. I get a little commission if you sign up, so you might as well help a guy out. But I really do use it, and I really have closed over 100 grand in assignments from Leadzolo year to date. So anyways, if you want to see those, check out my deal playlist, and let's get right into it. So let me drop this down a little bit. So this is just the main channel right here, the main page right here. So if you go to leadzolo.com, you can order pay per lead nationwide. There's podcast, newsletter, and it's just going to kind of show you, their little pitch, right? This is where they're pitching you. There's a bunch of videos you can watch. You can order nationwide leads or direct to seller on pay per lead. That's what I'm physically using right now is the new bid system, not that. So you can see just kind of some of these other people who use it. That's that. So anyways, this is the platform, and let me see if I can find, maybe down here will be the best spot for me. Anyway, so this is the platform, and let me see, maybe I'm going to move myself. All right, so this is the platform if you log into it, and this is the dashboard. So you can see up at the top right here, you can see my mouse hopefully. This is where like your balance is. These are going to be new alerts. This is going to be alerts for if you missed a lead or something like that, and they're saying, hey, if you would have gotten these, you could have got 2,680 leads that I've missed out on because of my bid policy or whatever that it is. On the side over here for the dashboard, it'll tell you what your latest leads are. So everything down this list is going to be your latest leads. These are your recent bids. So these are bids that I have actively placed, and it will tell you whether you're under, tied, or if you are the top bid. So from a quick glance, you can see here on $50 nationwide leads, I'm under. There are people bidding 75. On Arizona, I'm bidding 25 for land, and I'm tied. You can see that's a land lot. Maricopa County, Arizona, I'm bidding 200, and it says I'm under, which is residential land or residential houses, and then et cetera, et cetera. So that's the dashboard. Once you go to the next page, this is your physical leads. And so you can see it'll give you the name of the person right here, the address, how much you bought it for, and then what the status is, whether it was disputed or anything like that. It would show that it was disputed here if you had disputed it, and then the date, and then you can click on it to just view it from here. So you click anywhere on this line on the name or over here on view, and it will pull that up. You can sort it however you want to sort that, but that's basically the gist of it. So when you get a new lead, this is where you would come to find that. The next page here is like when you're getting set up would be your bids. So you can see all of them, which are active, underfunded, or inactive. You can pause any of them, or you can pause the whole account if you want to. But so say like right now I have, because of my bid, maximum bid, which I'll get down there in a minute, my bid is $25 for Arizona statewide. The top bid is 25. I'm tied, but I'm actually at 23.75 because I've almost run out of budget, and it's like reducing. Oh, sorry, no, that's not the budget. It's because I have the new badge and I'm getting a 5% discount. So instead of paying 25, I'll only pay 23.75. That's part of the new thing up here. So On the alerts, if you are new, you get a 5% discount. If you keep a 0% dispute rate, you get a 10% discount eventually after you've spent $5,000. And then you can get different discounts all the way up to, if you get like a high dispute rate of 20 to 100%, you're getting no discount and you may not get leads at all. So anyways, that's kind of how that works. Maybe I'll move myself over here for this spot. So this is just some of my specific leads that I've got or where I've bid. So you can see I'm under the bid. It'll show you what the top bid is. So if I wanted to get there, so like on Georgia land, the top bid is $35. If I really want Georgia land leads, I either need to up my bid or I have to just wait it out till people don't bid as much as I do, and then I'll start getting them. California land, the top bid is $15, which is the same as mine, so I should get those, and I'm in a rotation for those. Some people are bidding way too much for some of these, in my opinion. I don't understand why they're bidding. Like, who's bidding $40 for a vacant land in South Carolina and North Carolina when you could bid $50 for one with a house on it? So be smart about how you bid it. You might not get as many when there's people kind of doing some things that maybe they shouldn't be doing, but you know, it is what it is. So $75 is the average bid for residential off market, but I tell you, I leave mine at $50 and I get 2 or 3 a day. That's how I set my limit, and I'll show you that in a minute. You can set a limit of how many that you're going to get. Actually, let's just do it right now. So United States nationwide, I have it bid at $50. It's showing the thing for the discount, showing the top bid right now is $75. If I wanted to edit it, you just click edit here and it will show you what is my bid, what is the top bid, and what is my daily lead cap. So if you set a 2 here, it will give me no more than 2 a day. It'll hit those 2 or less, and then it stops and it won't give me any more until the next day. So if you want to say, hey, I want to spend $100 a day, you just set it at 2, leave your bid at 50, and you're done. If you say I want to spend 150 a day, you could set it at 3, leave it at 50, and it'll get you up to 3. So you can kind of set that how you want to go, and then just whatever you make a change. So if you either up your bid to 75, 100, whatever you want to do on here, you just have to click save changes for it to save on there, and then that's it. Super simple. These are the counties, so where you physically can like go and search other things and see like what are the top bids. So Ada, Ohio has a $350 top bid. Holy cow. You can see Aiken, South Carolina has a $300 bid. So if you want to place a new bid anywhere, it doesn't matter. So you can just go like click on Adams, Pennsylvania and click place bid. You can click on how you want to set it. So lead type right here, this is residential off market is the default, but you could also do commercial buildings, land, lot, mobile homes without land, or residential MLS listed. So say you're like, man, I want to see, I'm open to MLS listed. I'm open to nationwide. For United States, I could bid as low as $10 per, and it will send me leads. If you wanted to do, let's see, not nationwide, let's do just state. And then you could say, I want Alabama. It's $15 for state specific. And then if you wanted to go county specific, you could come on here to, I don't know, Bibb, Alabama, and it's $20. So the higher and more niche you get on, so when you go from nationwide to state to county, it gets a little bit more expensive for each one that you niche down to. So just be aware of that. The more broad you can be, the cheaper your bids can potentially be. And again, those are the starting bids and you can raise it from there. So I'm not going to do any of these, but so that's like residential listed. If you wanted to do mobile home without land, it's kind of the same thing. So you can just do nationwide United States and it's $10 per. So if you want to do nationwide, you could do that. Or if you said, hey, I just want to do my state of Arkansas, $15 will get me mobile home leads. So that's how that works, and you can kind of click through each one of these and you only select the ones that you want to do. So you don't have to bid on everything. You can bid on just vacant land. You could bid on vacant land nationwide. I have bids for each one because I'm hoping to get maybe not each one, but each one for specific areas that I want to focus. And then I also have a nationwide kind of catch-all that I do at a much lower bid, hoping to kind of spread my budget. As far as notifications, so it's basically right here. We'll show you can set up your webhooks. So you have your contacts here of where you're going to get. So this is where your like email or phone number would show, and that's what it's going to do when you get a new lead. As far as billing, you just set up whatever your payment method is right here. If you set up an auto recharge, it will avoid the credit card processing fee, which is a couple bucks. So it's not a huge deal, but basically you can set up your payment method. You can see all of your transactions, auto recharge if you want to, and set up a new payment here if you want. Or if you wanted to manually add funds, you just click right here for manually add funds. And then distribution limits. So this is right here. So I set it right now. My account is active. If I wanted to pause my whole account, you just click right here and then update pause settings, and that would pause the entire account. So say it's Sunday, I don't work on Sundays, I'm going on vacation, I don't want to pause every single one of my things one by one. You can just come right here and pause your whole account. Maybe you don't want leads coming in overnight. You could pause it over there. I personally leave it running overnight because I want other people to turn theirs off and then me to potentially get those leads at a lower price. I almost always get leads overnight at the low bid because other people turn it off. So maybe it's shame on me for maybe sharing some of the sauce, but that's what I do, and I get the lowest bids. So I'm getting the bid for $50 where somebody else is paying $75 to get it in the middle of the day. You know, maybe the $25 is worth it. I don't know. But you can set this however you want. And once it hits that budget, it will stop spending. So if you say, hey, I want this to be at $1,000, it'll bid and it'll spend all the way up to that $1,000. It will not override your per lead bid. So if you remember back to like the nationwide, I have it set at 2 per day. So whatever that amount is, so if that would total up to $500 at the end of the week, and this was set at $375, whichever one it hits first is where it's going to cut off. So if it's 50 and 50, so 2 leads a day, that spent your $100, it's still going to just turn back on the next day because you have this, and or it could still get you some of those land leads or mobile home leads or whatever that you want to do that way. So that's the platform. That's the bid platform. You can adjust your bids up and down as you decide that you want to, so you don't have to adjust them up and down. You can just leave them where they are and let it run. But if you find yourself not getting any leads and you say, man, I just really would like a lead or two, and you can bump your bid up a little bit, and you'll be fine right there. As far as lead disputes, so the lead dispute policy, Leadzolo has a 7-day lead dispute policy. So you can see right here, falls within 7 days of receiving them. You click the start dispute button. Lead disputes may take up to 5 business days. Here's ones that can be granted. So these are ones where it would specifically qualify. If you paid for a house lead and it was a mobile home without the land beneath it, so without the land beneath it is the most important part right there. Just show something that shows that it's like in a mobile home park, whatever, they'll grant your dispute. Obviously, if you're in there and you pay for the mobile home one without land for $10 and you get it, you can't dispute it for that because that's what you bought. So pay attention to what you're buying. Out of area, this is if you're paying for a specific area, like you just wanted Maricopa County and they sent you one in Pima County, because you can set them up that way too. That would qualify. If it was brought from a wholesaler and it's not the actual property owner, that would qualify. If it's a duplicate lead, I've never had this happen. I've had it happen with other platforms, but if for whatever reason you got it twice and they billed you twice, you dispute it and they would refund you. If it is MLS listed, if it is actively listed for sale, just send them the link of whatever it is and the MLS number, etc. They'll dispute those for you easily. Not the property owner, so the person who submitted it doesn't own it. It's the real estate agent. It's the seller's brother's cousin's aunt who's just trying to help them get more for it than listing with an agent or something, like whatever, those would qualify for that. Invalid contact information, if the phone number and email listed are invalid and you cannot locate another phone number for the seller. So key point there is I always try and skip trace if for whatever reason I haven't been able to get a hold of them. I'll skip trace on like batch leads or something, and if for whatever reason I still can't get a hold of them, I'll dispute it and I'll provide a screenshot of that skip trace that I did, saying, hey, like I did everything I could to find this person and I couldn't figure it out, so please give me a refund. And then other, if there's a specific reason why, say they want $1 million for a $100,000 house and they say, well, Trump won and prices are going to skyrocket, and so I want 10 years from now future price for it and I don't really need to sell, and they're just weird and they're doing stuff like that, then that could qualify for another. They may or may not grant it, But if you have call recordings, if you have screenshots of your texts, if you have stuff like that that you can put along with it, it will help your disputes get approved significantly more than if you don't. I provide call recordings whenever I'm going to dispute, or a screenshot or something to help my case. And I would say 95% of times when I submit something for approval, it gets approved. And then so it's super easy. What's your reason for dispute? So it's a drop down menu. You don't even have to pick. You like to remember them, just pick which one does it most closely resemble. The lead name, phone, email, address, what information, your name, your company name, your email, and then drop any additional things here. If you're doing a call recording, you can drop it here in like a Google Drive link, something like that, and then you click submit. And that's it. That is the Leadzolo platform. I can tell you, again, I've closed over $100,000 year to date. It is just the start of November when I'm recording this. And it is the best platform that I've used for PPL. Now, can you get rural leads? Yes. Can you get big city leads? Yes. Can you get people who are super motivated? Yes. Can you get people who are just kind of kicking the tires? Yes. You still have to be able to convert them to a sale, whether it's a cash sale that they initially probably reached out for. Could be seller finance. It could be taking over the loan subject to. It could be a novation where we list it for them on the MLS. It could be maybe they want full retail and you want to convert it to like an agent referral where you refer it to a real estate agent and say, hey, if you close this sale, kick me back a referral fee. There's certain ways that you can do that legally. There's certain ways that you can't, but those are all the different options. So you've got to find a way that you, and there's even more than that. So flat fee MLS, like vacant land, I get late vacant land all the time where I'll get it under contract and then they'll put it on flat fee MLS through like Baycom or something like that, and then find the buyer direct from the MLS and then do the assignment, send it all the title, etc. So if you want to see some stories of where I physically close deals, hear the story of what the seller situation was, how we negotiated it, how I found the title company, all of that stuff. Down in, I don't know if, I should be in the links down below to the playlist for the deal breakdowns. So go check those out. I've got 6 or 7 videos on there right now. If you want to check out the video for property leads or Ispeedtolead, you can go check those out as well. Forgive me for waiting this long in the video. I forgot to tell you, Leadzolo has been my biggest hitter. I don't always recommend it to people who are just getting started because they have $1,000 minimum to get started, versus if you go to like property leads, you could start with just $250 and get $250 worth of free leads. So $250 will get you $500. That's a way to just get you started and rolling and see if you even like PPL. With Ispeedtolead, you could go to their marketplace and you could just buy a lead at a time. So there's lower barrier to entry platforms out there than Leadzolo, but the quality for me is much higher on Leadzolo. So you have to weigh it out. If you're going to do it and you're going to commit to spending that $1,000 anyways, I really think you should check out Leadzolo. Again, use the link down in the description if you want to support the channel. I get a percentage of whatever your sign up is. Something I don't even know how it works. They don't even tell you what it is. There's just an affiliate link, and you know, I get what I get. But I would tell you, like I said, I would recommend this to anybody, friends, family. If you are looking to start PPL and you have a budget and you are okay spending that full $1,000 and knowing you might get 0 deals, or you're okay knowing that you might spend $2,000 and you might get $200,000 in deals. Like, who knows? You have to turn it into what you turn it into. They'll put a qualified lead in front of you and then you have to take it from there. So if you have any questions or concerns on the platform, how it works, etc., that I didn't answer in here, drop them down in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment for the algorithm. It helps my video get shown to more people. And if you want me to keep making videos like this, the more people that view them and comment and like and all that fun stuff, the more that I'll keep making. So appreciate you for watching. Give me a follow on Instagram @DanaInvests, and see ya.